Okay guys, I'm so sorry. So this phone here had cut off because it's my iPhone and I don't have much storage in it and no well. So I decided to use my Android, which if you don't know, I am a huge Samsung fan. I love Samsungs. I don't know why, I just do. I grew up off of them and I'd stay with them. I'm not a big fan of iPhones. If you have one, okay. This isn't a race or anything. But back to what I was saying was, I don't even remember what I said there on that last one. But I'll just go into it. I think having to heal, being in the healing process, is ideal. Ladies, let's heal first. Let's heal us first. And my mom told me one thing. She said for me to take time out for everyone else in my household during the week. And then on the weekends, those should be my days for me to just pamper myself and love myself. And, talk to myself and talk to God and let myself know that I still love myself, And so I took her advice, and the weekends are for me. I do kind of get a little lazy on the weekends, but sometimes I don't. I really just be trying to cook and clean, Those are my goals too. Is to learn how to cook better, which I have. I know how to cook a lot of things a whole lot better. I look on YouTube for new cooking styles and what I can add in to my routines when I'm cooking. And I found a whole lot of stuff. And then my son's father, he pretty much is like, you need to add a little bit more seasoning to your stuff. And I'm like, oh, for real? But he didn't say nothing that was mean or anything that would hurt my feelings. What he was saying was right. I tried to not put none on there because I didn't want nobody to say, oh, your stuff is too salty or it's not salty enough. Yet I wanted more seasoning myself, so I put more seasoning on it. And guys, please ignore what my hand is slipping. I'm still getting back to drawing. I didn't draw for 9 months because I was in a stressful situation while I was pregnant, so I didn't draw for 9 months. And something I should have done, even though I was going through it. I didn't draw for 9 months. But my point of this is just to say that we should heal. We should always heal our bodies. We should make sure that our cervix goes back to where it needs to be. Our uteruses go back to where they need to be. And give those things some time, because those ladies down there, they really need their time to cooperate and get themselves together too, heal, because they are there for other functions. Like your pelvic floor is also there when you need to use the bathroom too, because when you holding it or when you get constipated and it puts pressure on your pelvic floor, that can also make you prolapse. Like those are things that we need to know. Whole time, some of these things we're not taught, and we find out later on that this is something we should have done. We find out later on that we should have did our healing a totally different way than what we have been taught or what we know. I'm just now learning a lot of this stuff, like what prolapse in my pelvic could be, and pelvic floor dysfunction. I didn't know nothing about that, and I have 3 children. I didn't know nothing about that until I had my first child, my son. I had no idea what that meant. I didn't. And then I started to realize something wasn't right because I would sneeze and I'd pee on myself. And I know that's common. It happens, especially if you just had a baby. So you really need to do Kegel exercises. You really need to do Kegel exercises and incorporate that into your routine daily, just so that you don't have pelvic floor dysfunction and you're not peeing on yourself when you cough or you sneeze. Mine was very weak after I had a baby because I put a lot of strain on my pelvic when I had my son. So it was kind of a very tough a tough situation when you are having such a tough time. I'm sorry, I don't like that heart right there. I'm just not feeling it. So I need to try to figure out what I can put in the place of this heart. I'm gonna try to put a bubble here and then sort it out. Oh no, that thing was ugly. And then I gotta try to get the hole right here. So I'm thinking if I do this, I can probably drain this out right here and put a ring in it. And this is on raw and unfiltered, so like anything that I'm doing, I'm not gonna cut it out. I know I got solid onion there. I'm not cutting this out. Anyways, back to my healing process. For me, I go outside and I exercise. I flip a tire, and I usually just play me a little bit of music. I talk to myself outside sometimes, just letting myself know that everything is gonna be okay and it's all right to love myself and not be so stressed out behind all the BS that's going on around me. Just wipe it away and go on about my day. That's pretty much how I go about all of this stuff, because I don't want to feel like I'm the bad person. I didn't thoroughly go through this video to like do a lot of research and stuff. That wasn't my point. I'm not going to tell anyone how I think they should heal and give advice in a medical way. I'm telling you that you should heal. I'm not going to tell you how you should heal, but you should heal. A lot of people heal differently. I did my 15 days near the bed, around the bed, on the bed, postpartum healing. I also I did a lot of crying. That's only because I thought I had postpartum depression, but I didn't. I had some things were going on, and so my best way to keep myself from getting angry was to cry. And that's another thing. If you guys have to lash out, it is okay to cry. Don't feel like you are too good or you are too weak to cry. Cry. I don't know if anyone has ever told you guys this, but if you cry, it actually lets out the negativity in your body. It gets rid of all of that if you cry, and you need to cry. Like, you may think you don't got nothing negative or whatever. Everybody has something negative inside of them. Go ahead and release that. Release that, and then I promise you, your mindset, the way that you're thinking, will change. It will change. Adversely, like, it will change a lot. So that's my recommendation to everybody, is to try to incorporate healing, a healing process, and talk to yourselves, get to know yourself after you have your baby. Tell yourself how beautiful you are, and be there. Like, even for the men, like, they also need to know that they have postpartum healing too. Like, mentally, they need to heal themselves, emotionally give themselves time to know the baby is here, get to know the baby, get to know themselves. That's what I am saying when I say the postpartum healing process is not always going to be easy. A lot of people have it easy postpartum, or some people have it hard, and they do. There's people that have it hard. There's people that don't have that opportunity of help, of support. So they go out and they look for help and support out there, and it is okay to get that type of help and support from outside people. If there's someone that's not in your family, if they're outside your family, they want to support you, let them help you. Let them assist you. Because that's what they really want to do. They really want to assist you, so let them. Really. All you can do is really just heal yourself and love yourself and be there for yourself. Tell yourself that you are perfect and give yourself affirmations. Make little affirmation cards. Pull one every day. Affirm, affirm, affirm as much as you possibly can. Please. Because that's the best thing that you can do for yourself and anyone else is to give yourself healing. If you can't let yourself heal, then you shouldn't even be. This video is gonna go right up your anus if you don't want to hear it. Like, if you can't let yourself heal and you refuse to give yourself that chance, just ignore this and just watch me mess around on this paper. And yes, I use my hand because I choose to. I have a traditional way of doing it. I've seen a lot of people that still do it this way. I like doing it this way. I think if we give ourselves time to heal mentally, that we won't have as many arguments, or we won't be so frustrated with ourselves, and try not to be frustrated with our little ones and people around us, because we have been in this little bubble for like 9 months. Some people go to 10 months and just be pregnant. It's a long process, and then after that you have to get your body back to the way your body was, and that takes a lot too. That's a lot. And then you're already stressed out because you just had a baby. You got to think about work and bills, and all of that stuff comes with it. All of that comes with it. I know when I was having my son, a couple of weeks before I had him, I was called out of work because I was going through, my pregnancy was starting to get high risk. And it was getting so bad that my constipation was getting worse too. And I was really constipated with my son, my oldest son, 3-year-old, because I don't know, I could not use the bathroom for like almost a month when I was pregnant with him, so they had to induce me then, and the inducing was ridiculous. I hated it. Like, it wasn't natural at all. Me naturally having my baby naturally, this experience I had is amazing, and I would not take it back. I would not take it back. I want to do it. I wanted to do it. I was excited, and then I was excited after it, because the experience that I felt when his father was there was crazy. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was so amazing. And so I let myself heal, but right now I'm still in the process of healing. I'm still in the process of not having to deal with so much extra stuff that I just don't even really like talking to my own family. I kind of like cut them off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really did. I cut them off because I got tired of dealing with the frustration with them. And guys, I'm talking loud because my baby is asleep. He wakes up, like he's a light sleeper. He wakes up from the lightest noise. So I gotta whisper. I like to doodle a lot. I doodle a lot, but then I draw like major pictures. I could show you guys a few of mine. I'll put some of them up. I'll do some little shorts of some of my drawings so that you can see them. which I have never really done before. I have some old ones, some new ones that I have. I wouldn't mind showing you guys. No problem. But yeah, I think, in my opinion, postpartum healing is very important. And why it's important is because you need your body to heal, to be able to get back to where it was. You need all those functions to be healthy, and you need to make sure that you eat right. It takes time to lose weight. So when you see yourself, don't get upset and be like, oh God, I'm fat. And never tell yourself that, because then that's negative and you start believing it. Know that you are going to have a baby. It's going to take time for your belly to get back to where it was. You may have a budge, you may not. But you can always work on that, because in the healing process of having a baby, you're losing that weight from having that baby. So go ahead while you have the chance. Change your diet if you want to. I've slipped up a couple of times on my diet. But I went from, I'm down, let me see. I know I was like 190. That's what my scale said, but I think the scale was lying, because when I went to my grandma's house, it was like 186. So, and I've lost about a good 10 pounds. So, and my weight, my ideal weight would be 150, 160 pounds. That's where I want to be at. That's what I want to be at. That's me personally. That's where I want to be. I don't know where you guys want to be or what your ideal is, but that's my ideal. That's where I want to be. Since I'm into being a little thick. I was tiny, like super tiny before, and I don't like it. I like being thick, like I am now. So yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be my simple drawing right there. I can't put more into it because I can tell the baby is getting ready to wake up. So I'm gonna add like a little color and a little hint to it my way. Okay, sorry. I had to go get me some colors. I want to incorporate some of these. So I will. Oh, I forgot my pen. I needed a black pen. Let me color this heart first, and then I'll work on the black pen. So, well, that's what I had to say about the postpartum part. I know that you guys are probably coming in on the ass end of this, and I may not even leave the video on, the volume on here. If I do, yeah. But if I don't, I apologize. I was just thinking that I probably should, and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I've been learning how, so I was the type of girl that I like to sketch more than anything, and I'm just now learning how to like put in a color, add in a decent like pretty color. I'm just now learning how to do that. So I'm just going to be adding in something, but I'm kind of scared to do that at the same time. So now I'm just going to stick with this same color right here. Sorry. So I keep turning my head to AP Bio on Netflix, and I'm sorry. This is supposed to be about postpartum healing, but I kind of keep jumping off because I'm looking at something which I shouldn't be. So